now, Sungwoo is sure that Han Kang-seok, the Demon King, was the one who arrived first. He has a vague idea about the identity of the woman next to him. Miryu becomes agitated after sensing another dragon in the vicinity. After waving to Sungwoo, Han Kang-seok starts heading inside the cradle. Most of the angels are outside, and Sungwoo cannot head inside right away without cleaning them first. It's more like Han Kang-seok set this up to waste some time of Sungwoo. This can only mean one thing, that there is something Han Kang-seok wants to find before him. Sungwoo leaps toward the cradle as he informs others that he needs to enter the cradle with a small force. He further orders Spearman Kyung-soo to take command of the fleet and clear up the enemies and surround the cradle after it. Han-ho, Ji-soo-yoon, Lee Wei, and the prosecutor are the ones who will be entering the cradle with him. He can bring more elite players, but it will change nothing since their opponent is the Demon King. Sungwoo further orders Spearman Kyung-soo to get the White Rider to check the memories of the airships they found before and stop by the forge and deliver a message to Master Hurst. He needs to inform Master Hurst that the item Sungwoo requested a while ago, even if it has not been tested, now is the time they need it. With that being said, Sungwoo enters the cradle along with his party. Han-ho says that this place is quite huge from the inside, and the building above ground was just a lid to hide this facility. Lee Wei says that this structure looks similar to the bottom of the Demon World Tree. Sungwoo is thinking that the angels may not be related to the World Eater, but the large underground space is indeed similar. In that world, the World Eater was under the corrupted World Tree, and he is wondering about what kind of being they will find at the bottom of this place. After some time, they spot a beehive-shaped structure on the floor. Han-ho cannot bear the bad stench coming from below, and he is wondering if they are roasting angels down there. Prosecutor spots a hole inside the cradle. He says that whatever pierced through the cradle had insane firepower. The attack broke through and the impact spread throughout the cradle. Thanks to that, the angels inside the cradle were completely wiped out. After observing the battlefield, Sungwoo came to a conclusion that all of these angels were wiped out by 2 attacks only, and the survivors among the angels escaped outside. He further speculates that they might have used Dragon Breath skill in here. Sungwoo has seen the World Eater use it before, but the power of a fully grown dragon is on another level. While they are heading inside, the ground starts shaking and they hear sounds of an ongoing battle. Sungwoo says that the Demon King is trying to conquer this place before us, so we need to hurry up. He further speculates that if Han Kang-seok came here, it must be for the World Eater quest line. Maybe he even received the quest even before Sungwoo. Sungwoo says that he will send in a Spectre to scout ahead before they enter, while Death Knight Min-seok and Victor will cover the rear in case of an ambush. With that being said, they start heading deeper into the cradle. After some time, Sungwoo gets a notification stating that his Spectre minion has been destroyed. Sungwoo informs others that there is something hostile up ahead, and Ji-soo-yoon uses her sense skill and she detects a person. They keep on pushing ahead for some time until they come into contact with that person. The player named Paolo says that he was waiting for the famous Necromancer and the Valkyrie. He refers to Han-ho and the prosecutor as just extras. Han-ho gets angry and he shouts out loud that this extra is going to mess up your face so hard that not even your mother can recognize you. Ji-soo-yoon informs others that he is not alone. There are 2 more players behind him and one of them is dangerous. Sungwoo is thinking that maybe these guys are the Mexican cartels who were working with the dragon. Sungwoo asks them about the whereabouts of Han Kang-seok. Paolo says that their dear Demon King has some business to attend to, so they all have to wait a bit until he is done with his task. Sungwoo tells him that he has some urgent business as well, so they better move. The Mexican player is quite stubborn, and he asks if he came here to see a queen that he don't even knows about. Sungwoo heads forward as he is thinking that these guys are just stalling for time. All of a sudden, Ji-soo-yoon comes forward, and she stops Sungwoo from moving ahead. In just a matter of a few seconds, the 2 orc minions and righty get hit by a powerful attack out of nowhere. Sungwoo is thinking that this sneak attack was quite powerful, and he would have taken a lot of damage if Ji-soo-yoon had not stopped him from going forward. The mysterious player assassin Bibona was behind those last sneaky attacks, and the female player Grace tells Paolo to get ready since their battle has already started. Grace further informs Paolo to not expect any kind of mercy from the Necromancer, since that guy is ready to kill them. Meanwhile, Sungwoo is thinking that he could not detect the last attack, but whatever it is, it's limited to 3 enemies in a confined space and they can easily overwhelm them with numbers in one go. Jisoo Yoon parries some formless black blades that were aimed at them. Jisoo Yoon warns Sungwoo to get out of the way. Sungwoo is thinking that maybe these black blades are made from shadows. Bibona is quite pissed at Jisoo Yoon as she got in his way, and without her, the Necromancer would have become mincemeat. He keeps on bombarding Jisoo Yoon with shadow blades, and it looks like Jisoo Yoon is having hard time defending against them. Sungwoo uses Grand Necromancy in order to overwhelm the enemy with numbers. At the same time, the female player Grace uses her skill Storm. The minions get hit by a powerful wave of storm. Li Wei tells Sungwoo to quickly duck. Li Wei attacks Grace with her ocean spirits, but her attacks are not effective against the shield of Grace, and she informs the Asian girl that they are not a good match because even the ocean waves rise because of the wind. Li Wei informs Sungwoo that this woman is a high-level mage. She seems to specialize in wind magic, but she might be able to use other forms of magic as well, and it will be hard to attack her with physical means. Sungwoo uses his fan of Bi Hyungrong to attack her using spirits, but the spirits get obliterated as soon as they get into contact with holy light. Grace used a holy orb in order to disperse the spirits, and she mocks Sungwoo for summoning spirits against a high-rank mage like her. She thought he was smart at first, but now it seems like all of those tall tales were just rumors. Paulo says that all of you are having fun without me. His glorious body is also going to join as well. Paulo seems to be a musclehead, and Hanho blocks his attack using the mythical shields. He keeps on punching the shields, and he informs Hanho that using taunts such as musclehead won't work on a warrior like him. Hanho further mocks him by saying that you look like you can't even get it up when it is needed, and maybe you lost your manhood. After hearing it, tears start to drop off. It turns out that Hanho just hit the spot, and Paulo got real worked up and he angrily tells Hanho that he is going to kill him. On the other hand, Sungwoo just got pushed back, along with his minions due to a wind wave attack. Grace is a high-level mage with wide-area wind attacks. This confined space is actually working in her favor. The wind attacks are getting intense with each passing second. If they could just land some targeted damage with a skill like Abyssal Breath, then things might turn around, but getting close to Grace is the hard part. Sungwoo pulls out Crystal of Chaos, which is made using Tear of Sea Spirit and Demon Bloodstone. It's a legendary grade orb, and it grants Chaos attribute. It increases mana by 500 and mana regen by 250%. It steals 3% mana and health points on attack. All of a sudden, everyone panics when they hear a lot of explosions going around the area where Hanho was. Hanho used his Asura form inside the explosions. Hanho easily managed to fend off those attacks, and he calls the Mexicans poor knockoffs. Paulo gets even more pissed off after being called a knockoff. He informs the Koreans that they are the Imperial Rangers appointed by the Demon King himself. Both Grace and Bibona get pissed at Paulo for calling them with such cheap group names. Lich Victor uses his newly evolved skill called Poison Field to show his master his usefulness. Victor created a poison cloud behind the enemies which annoys Grace a bit. Grace uses her wind magic skill to turn the tide and send back the poison cloud toward the Koreans. The Death Knight used the poisonous gas as a smokescreen to move closer to Grace and use his skill chains of the Abyss. Grace fell for the trap and got caught in the chains. Death Knight Min Seok says that this woman is a joke. She knows nothing about strategic movements. Sungwoo knows well that they can't delay this any further, and he imbues his Grim Reaper Scythe with demonic bombardment. Before the demonic bombardment can reach Grace, Paulo comes between them as he tries to block the demonic bombardment. 4 of Paulo's arms get destroyed with that single bombardment. Paulo suffered a lot of damage, but he is still being cocky. Sungwoo informs the musclehead that he should have focused on skills instead of those muscles. Sungwoo uses the Underworld Decree to control all spirits in the area. Sungwoo attacks Paulo using the spirits, and Paulo cannot do anything against them since his magical resistance is not that much high. Paulo begs Grace to get these spirits off of him, but she informs him that she cannot do anything since her movement is restricted, and Paulo should ask Bibona for help. Bibona can't help them since he is having a 3 versus 1. Jisoo Yoon appears right behind Bibona using her Hermes shoes. She cuts his arm off as she informs him that he is not such a good assassin since he is fighting multiple enemies in the open. Sungwoo gets ready to strike Paolo with his Grim Reaper scythe. He chops off Paolo's head while informing him that Imperial Rangers are getting laid off today. Sungwoo informs them that they are only good for stalling for time, and if they don't want to lose their lives, then they should open that door right away. The door starts to open on its own before anyone can move a muscle. The female dragon comes out as she tells them that she warned them not to make any noise and maybe she went too easy on them. She comes closer to Paolo's head as she asks them, "Why is his head right here?" Were not these the guys Kang Seok said that they can talk into cooperating? She gets furious as she says that she is not in the mood to talk to things like that. A notification pops up informing them that Dragon Fear has been activated. All low-rank life forms will be paralyzed. The female dragon is releasing high-energy wave after wave. At the same time, Han Kang-seok comes out as well. He calls the female dragon Isabella, and he tells her that these are his guests. Han Kang-seok came out unscathed, and Sungwoo wonders if the item he is carrying is the World Seed. This item can turn the user into a World Eater. Isabella is still pissed at Sungwoo, and she makes a dumb comment by saying that if she kicks them out, then they no longer will be the guests, and then she can do anything she wants with them. Sungwoo is quite worried. Zeon says that this thing is seriously too savage. Han Kang-seok greets Sungwoo first by saying that it's been a while. He says that he is sorry that he got here first, but he still can't let him take this quest. Sungwoo says that he knows about it, but that is not something he would whine about. Han Kang-seok even smashed the leader of the angel race who invaded their world, so it's a given. But declaring war on the entire world and attacking those who follow behind him was not necessary. Han Kang-seok apologizes for it, and he says that he did not meant to harm him. He was in a rush as well, so he figured that Sungwoo can handle that much. He asks Sungwoo to let this one slide for once, and Sungwoo is thinking that Han Kang-seok is shamelessly saying these things, which means he do not wants to fight him right now. Sungwoo says that you need to be honest from here on. Sungwoo asks Han Kang-seok if he is not trying to fight him, then what exactly he is trying to do. Han Kang-seok says that he is fine with telling the truth since he has no other choice at this point. Isabella tells him to hurry up since she can't hold back for long. If they become their enemies, then she will melt every one of these arrogant punks. Sungwoo signals his teammates to get ready. At the same time, Han Kang-seok informs them that his goal has always been to avoid destruction. In order to do that, he will become a World Eater and save this world from destruction, and he wants Sungwoo to help him with that. Sungwoo asks him about what exactly is he saving them from and how is he going to do that. Han Kang-seok says that this game is a disaster for us, but for someone else it is just entertainment. So to save this world, we need to be on their good side. He knows who they are, and he knows exactly how to please them. Sungwoo is thinking about how can Han Kang-seok know about the creators of this game. Sungwoo asks him about how can he believe him, and how he knows about all of this. Han Kang-seok replies by saying that this is not his first time. He informs Sungwoo that he has played this game before. Sungwoo asks him if he has seen the ending of the world of the Demon Den. Han Kang-seok informs him that there are more than one world that ended up destroyed like his homeland. Han Kang-seok says that he has experienced the ending firsthand, and he knows it is true, but he has no way to prove it. Han Kang-seok begs Sungwoo to trust and follow him. He has tried and failed to save many worlds before, but with Sungwoo he thinks that it is possible this time. Sungwoo starts to move ahead as he is thinking that Han Kang-seok might be a guy who went through multiple playthroughs, but he can be making all of this up on the spot as well. All of a sudden, the White Rider and the Red Lion come running towards Sungwoo. The White Rider informs Sungwoo that what Han Kang-seok told them is a lie. He further informs the Necromancer to not believe a single thing Kang-seok is saying. It turns out that White Rider searched the unidentified airships they saw on their way, and he read its memories. Han Kang-seok says that this guy must be a psychometry ability user. White Rider flares up as he informs Sungwoo that this guy is only using you for his own selfish desires. His plan is to bring about the destruction of the world. He was promised something in return for destroying their world. He is practically one of the same kind as those who started this game. Han Kang-seok gets flared up as he calls the Necromancer, asking him if they are not the Evolution Society they fought together back in Pyeongtaek. He further says that they even sided with the enemy during the Japanese server invasion, and yet he still believes what they say. Han Kang-seok says that he is the one who fought by his side and helped him over and over again, so he asks Sung-woo whether he believes them or him.